We have witnessed him say, I am the special one. We have witnessed him running down the field of Old Trafford after knocking Manchester United out of the Champions League. We have witnessed him poking Pep Guardiola in the eye. We have witnessed him fighting with Arsene Wenger. We have witnessed Jose Mourinho do the remarkable thing in giving Roma their first European title. We have witnessed him saying, getting second place with Manchester United is one of my greatest achievements. We have witnessed Jose Mourinho saying, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. I prefer not to speak. We have witnessed him benching Real Madrid's legendary goalkeeper in Iker Casillas. We have witnessed him saying, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. We have witnessed him literally defeat Barcelona with 19% possession. But the truth is, when he says he's the special one, we need to believe it, because we have just witnessed a record-breaking type of win that we haven't seen in a long time. Benfica versus Real Madrid. That is what we are talking about today. And Jose Mourinho being the orchestra of what is good in football majority of the time when he's on the pitch is one of the best things that we have to say. And we need to understand, and we need to start celebrating Jose Mourinho like he deserves. Because today, Benfica versus Real Madrid, coming into this game, nobody gave Benfica the chance. Jose Mourinho was facing one of his disciples in Arbeloa. Nobody gave Benfica a chance because Real Madrid was coming to town. Benfica needed to win this game and win it with 2 goals ahead. They needed 2 goals difference for them to be able to qualify for the playoff stage of the Champions League. And they were facing Real Madrid, I repeat. That is not an easy task. That is daunting at best. The goal and the tricky situation was, if Marseille wins their game, they qualify. If Marseille loses less than 4-0, they qualify. Are you seeing the picture of how difficult it is for Benfica to qualify? Marseille's foot was already planted in the qualification round because they had more points. They had more goal difference, and Benfica was facing Real Madrid. But this game under Jose Mourinho is never over, because the game started in the first minute. Aurelien Tchouameni started acting ridiculous. He getting a yellow card in the first minute is ridiculous. And then you understand that the game just starts getting hot. They have a penalty overturned in the 16 minutes to Benfica. It gets overturned, and then you literally see 15 more minutes later, Kylian Mbappe scores a beautiful header which was assisted by Raul Asensio. And you're like, oh my God, if you're a Benfica favorite, you're already scratching your head. How are we going to do it now that we are 1-0 down? But that was not it. Because Andreas Scholerep, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I know I butchered it. I apologize. Comes back within 6 minutes with a goal. A beautiful header in the back post. Way to beat the best goalkeeper in my mind in the world. Defeated him, scores an equalizer. But that's not it. We still have the jeopardy of the whole game to play. In the 45th minute, you see Raul Asensio coming out to give you troubles, getting a yellow card. But that doesn't go forward because that leads to a penalty that this time was given. And then Pavlidis, the veteran Mr. Reliable, comes in and dispatches the penalty, making it 2-1 to Benfica. And all of a sudden, the Benfica faithful are jumping for joy. They have life. They can absolutely get into this game and win it. But that's not just it. Because in the second half, the same guy that scored the first equalizer came here, André Schlotterleb, and actually got a beautiful goal in the near post, beating Thibaut Courtois from the assist of guess who? The veteran Pavlidis. He scores. It's 3-1 now, and everybody is jumping for joy because they just have the win and the 2-goal difference that they need to qualify for the Champions League qualification round. Of course, Real Madrid also want to win this game, and they want to get into the automatic qualification in the second time trying, because 2 years in a row being in the playoff round doesn't taste well for Real Madrid faithful. They don't like it. They don't like going through struggles. They want to take it very smooth sailing into the Champions League and win it. That is what they want. However, they have Kylian Mbappe. And Kylian Mbappe is not going home without a fight. He comes back with a beautiful goal, assisted by Arda Güler, the Turkish legend. You get the whole thing going on. Now it's 3-2. The entire game feels like it's over because Benfica, at this point in time, do not realize that they need to score one more goal. Get this qualification. They start playing it. They start playing the game. They start wasting time. And the world of football, including me, is like, bro, somebody tell them that they need one more goal to qualify. But guess what? They have Jose Mourinho and his staff. And if there's one thing Jose Mourinho has with his staff, is that they are going to convey the right message. And they are going to put in the right amount of pressure for their players to absolutely do the job. To absolutely get the job done. Because in the 90th minute, Raul Asensio gets his second yellow card. He gets red. He leaves. In the 97th minute, in the 96th minute, Rodrigo gets his first yellow card. 97th, he gets his second yellow card. He leaves. That's a red card. Now you have 9 men facing Benfica. But this is the genius. He brought on, I'm talking about Jose Mourinho. He made some changes in the last point to absolutely get the big guys into the team. He got Antonio Silva, who we all know is a very good defender. He got Franjo Ivanovic, very good player too. He brought on João Rego, very good player. He brought these players on. And then he communicates to his players, we need one more goal. Bear in mind, this is the 98th minute. Lose, if they win this game 3-2, they do not qualify. Key word, they win, but they do not qualify because they don't have that two-goal buffer to get them into goal difference into the qualification round and kick Marseille out of it. And this is where the magic happens. Because Jose Mourinho, with his infinite wisdom and brilliance and being the special one, he sent his goalkeeper up front. This is why you need to hang it in the Louvre. He sent his goalkeeper up front. The goalkeeper that thinks, my God, why are we going up front? Why am I going up front? We are winning. He sent his goalkeeper up front. And now this situation gets wicked. You can talk about Bellingham not fouling the Pavlidis. You can talk about that. You can talk about that not being a foul. But they gave the foul. And now Real Madrid just has to defend this. And they go into the next game without any devastating loss to Benfica. But this is where the magic happened. This is where things get wicked. They cross that ball. The person that Jose Mourinho sent up to front, and Anatoly Trubin, mark the name, because he has just gotten into the record books. Anatoly Trubin, the only goalkeeper to score in a Champions League in my mind that I can remember. He nods the ball so well, you would think he's a striker. He nods the ball past Thibaut Courtois so well to give Benfica that 2-goal buffer that I told you about that they absolutely needed in the last minute with the last kick of the game. Anatoly Trubin hits the ball in the back of the net and he wins it for Benfica, giving Benfica the qualification. Because the key thing about this situation is that the election depends on how far Benfica does in the Champions League. The election for who is the president, the person that brought Jose Mourinho in, depends on how far they go in the Champions League. It depends on how well they do in the league. Jose Mourinho right now is in an unbeaten run. I think 15 games if I'm not mistaken. 15 games unbeaten run. He's in the 3rd place in the league, in the Portuguese league, only behind FC Porto and Sporting. Now he's in the qualification round for the playoffs for the Champions League. It's just brilliant, and I cannot be happy. I cannot be happier for Jose Mourinho because he deserves this. He's one of my favorite managers of all time. He is truly underrated. Like I said, and so many other people can say, you can argue that Jose Mourinho's career is better than Pep Guardiola. If you use the context and you place everything down on the ground, you can absolutely pick Jose Mourinho's career every day of the week. I'm going to leave you guys the clip here of Anatoly Trubin doing the magical moment for Jose Mourinho. But before I do, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Jose Mourinho, the special one, remains in the Champions League. I'll see you guys. Peace.